And welcome to another post of this Mark 2 Jaguar wide-body two-door coupe, which I've been on with for quite some time. Been working on the boot for quite some time as well, but we're starting to get there. As you can see, I've got the amps all in now. It's all wired up. The RCA cables are shortened, which was a good actually, because when I unscrewed them I cut the wires to the length I required, and the wires that were on, 3 of them fell off, literally. So I'm not going to say they were made in China, but they probably were. But yeah, so I'm going to be checking the RCNs at the other end that go into the head unit, just in case, because they did literally fall off. So, and I don't want to be messing around when I've got the head unit in and all that. But anyway, so yeah, the wiring's all in. It's relatively neat. I'm quite happy with how it's turned out. I like it because it looks like a PCB. For all those who don't know what a PCB is, it's when you look at a computer, the board where everything's fastened onto, that's a PCB. So all the tracks and all the bits of components that's fastened to it, that's what it reminded me of, and I thought I quite like that. So it's turned out like the way I envisaged it, so I'm happy with that. As you can see, I've got the panels in, but these are only placed in at the moment because I've been making the boxes and everything. These aluminium extrusions, I've been playing around with some different positions of setting them in. I was going to do them like a kind of, well, sort of like that array, sort of, but I thought that was a bit over the top, maybe. So I'm going to put them straight. That's my final point. I'm putting them straight and not curve like that, because I thought it was just a little bit over the top. So yeah, so everything's pretty much in. I fastened these panels in here, one at either side, just a quick clip to hold them in, a little black clip, so you can't see them. I've got to make some pins. I'm going to use some pins in the bottom of these panels, so I'll show you when we come round to the other side, because I've been making the little well, it's not glove compartment, the little box compartments the other side. I've been making those, so I'll show you those. So I'll show you at this side. Right, so I'll just move that out of the way. So this is the panel. As you can see, it'll just fit into there when I get it in. So I've got to put some bolts in there. Obviously it'll come through, so just like this. This is all going to be blacked off here when it's finished. The boxes, I made these boxes, which will go, if we can, they will go, and they will fasten to the back there. And you see how it covered the interior light. So that's the interior light there. That's going to light up inside the box. So you can see inside the box then, which I thought was a lucky break for me with that, because it is like the black oil Calcutta in here. So yeah, so that's how I'm going with that. So the boxes, basically it's just some like fiberboard I used or something. It was just something I'd lying around. So I measured it up, cut them all individually, instead of slitting them and then folding them. I just thought, I've got material on, it's going to hold it all in place, so, and it'd be a lot easier for me to put this vinyl covering on it before I fold it and everything, and the slits. It just made it easier, I thought. So you can see where I cut it there. I used my guillotine for that, and what I did was to join the back onto it. I've got some, I think it's 0.3 or 0.4 millimeter thick aluminium sheet. A friend of mine used to be a printer, and I got a big sheet of aluminium, something to do with printing. But anyway, it was ideal just for folding for the corners and gluing it on, just to strengthen and join it all together. And so there we are. And that, like I say, will be fastened to the back. I'm just going to put a piece of get some aluminium angle. I'll rivet it through there. I'll screw it into the back of this MDF there, and the same at the top. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to get some other bits of angle or some material and just staple it. I'm not sure, but it doesn't need to be mega mega strong, because it's only going to hold maybe, well, probably nothing really. It's just show, I think, more than anything else. But I wanted to make it somewhat rigid, and it is. It's there. So those, like I said, those will be going in when I've totally finished it. But I've got to do the exhaust system, and the floor has to be up because I have to drop the diffuser I've got in the back here. I have to drop that down so I can get to the exhaust I made in the centre of the car here, to bring the pipes. So the pipes will go like they normally do over the IRS back axle, go over the drive shafts and then come into the back here. So I've got no access with the diffuser in, so that'll come off. So this boot floor has to be out at the moment. So these side panels obviously can't go in because they sit on top of it, so they're not going to be permanently fixed. I will be fixing them to make sure it all goes together, but yeah, so it's not going to be totally finished because, like I said, the exhaust, I've got to do that, and that's probably going to be my next job on this. I was thinking about putting the doors on and finishing the interior trim, but I want to get the exhaust. I want to finish off the mechanical running gear sort of stuff really, and the exhaust is really, I think, the last thing that I have to do on this, and then it's just a case of oil everything up, some fuel in it, and it should start. Should be no reason why. It was a runner before I pulled it down and rebuilt the engine, so yeah, it should be okay, and it should run. But yes, so exhaust, so that's where we are with that. And also I've got to make the gaiters for here, like I said I was going to do, just to cover these nasty holes. Yeah, so we're getting there with it, and I think it looks quite good inside there with the amps and everything. So I'm impressed with it, even though I say so myself, not wishing to sound like I'm boasting or anything, but I'm really happy how it's turned out. I was thinking of making a perspex cover to go over it, but I thought, nah, nothing's real. I don't think anything will be going in here. It's not your family car, is it? So putting things in to protect this, like, I don't think it's relevant. I don't think anything's really going to be going in here. But you never know. One other thing I have to do, I made a cover here. When I put my mounts for tying all the cables on, it was showing and it looked a bit too untidy. We took all the wires just clamped together there. So I made a new one. So I've got to TIG weld this up, and I just haven't done that yet. So I've got that to TIG weld up and polish up. But yeah, so there we are with this as it goes at the moment. It's only a short video. It takes time. I don't get right long because I'm doing the Land Rover on a Saturday now, so I'll get 2 days to work on it and try to work out what I need to do and start making it. It just takes up loads of time, and you don't seem to get right far with right much at times, but it's coming together, and that's what I'm happy about. You know, every brick builds a wall, as they say, or at least I say. So yeah, we're getting there. Anyway, thank you for your interest in the car as always, and your comments. Most of them, as always, are positive, and I'm grateful for that. Constructive criticism, I'm always interested in listening to. Criticisms as such, I'm not really interested in that. It don't get anybody anywheres, does it? So thank you again, and I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and yeah, keep tuning in, and let's see what we can do with this car, and hopefully get it finished, and then I can finish off all my other projects and stuff, and we can get it to some shows maybe, and yeah, play around. So you all take it steady, and we'll see you at next instalment.